There we go. Now it's detecting me. Welcome and good evening to this pirate broadcast of the Final Fantasy Randomizer weekly race. I am your host, and, uh, everything for tonight, tracker and commentator and everything else you can think of. DarkMiniX, and welcome to my channel. We've got some questions already coming in chat. We will check on those in a moment. I'm going to quickly make sure the tracker has the important information filled in, what the freebies and so forth may be, and then we will get the race going. But welcome and thank you for joining us tonight. Very happy to have everyone here on this delightful weekly race. Thank you for tuning in. So one of the questions we've gotten so far is, what are the blessings and curses for tonight? For the most part, they didn't seem outlandish, bonuses or minuses to hit and vitality, the usual stuff. The important ones that I saw that were interesting were black belts with red mage armor and thief luck, and then we had black mages that had night spells. So your black mages are actually halfway decent little white mages as well, which is kind of nice in and of itself. Yeah, it's not a bad little party mix right now. I'm expecting, as we see here on screen, a lot of black belt, black mage parties where everyone else gets dropped, depending upon how the early magic shakes out. Although in the case of Thunderclawed, he's pretty much committed to that, as you can see. So, with that, having gotten everything set up on our end, let's release the runners. And away they go. It's 15 seconds for them to count down, and then we will see action probably within 20 seconds after that. Yeah, as you can see, Thundercloud is running a Black Belt, Thief, Black Mage party, primarily because the Black Belts have Thief luck, and the Black Mages have some white magic. Dang is doing a double Black Belt, White-Black party, again because the White Mages have that white magic, and the Black Belts have that luck. It's going to be interesting to see how the magic shakes out and whether either of them even keep an extra one of their party members up or just go for two. But we are off and running, and let us see what happens. Cure 4 at the starting white magic shop in slot 1, and Fire 2. So they have a basic sweeper, and they have the best healing magic in the game that their white mages with that night spells can learn. So, yeah, already you're sitting there going, do I really need that white mage? How many of these guys am I keeping up? Do see picked up of slot 3 Cure 4, at least for that white mage over on Dang's side. That is basically poor man's nuke right there. Opal armor, ice shield, nothing too important that the red wizard could learn. Red mage, which means the black belt. Yeah, just pick up a large knife on Thunder's part for that thief. Got a cheap key sitting here at the item shop. So there's the first of our key items, and also a key one for getting through Topher at the start. Yep, that's our start. And both of our players have bought magic, and I was about to say they're on their way to Topher, but Dang decides to go fight the bridge boss first, while Thunder gets stuck by unrunnable imps. Dangwu sees them too. Dangwu's actually going to take this pack. Wants the extra levels. Does have Fire too. This pack should go down fairly quick. Gains level 3 across the board for his party. Thunder is checking treasure chests. Finds a tent. If he can get back to the entrance with that tent, they'll allow him to save right outside of Temple of Fiends. And some money. Just a nice bit of couch cash right there. Gonna help with the spell buying over at Provoca when the time comes for that. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good at all. Frost on the Woof. Gonna bounce out, gonna tent, gonna try and solo this with the Black Mage. Intriguing. Black Mage down. Gonna try again. Those are some low rolls on that fire, too. Gonna see if he can get slightly better, and it's gonna help if that... There you go. So, yeah, took care of that. Letting us know, level 4 on that Black Mage, which if Thunder decides to go 2-man, not a big deal there. Got the herb. Got the bottle. Herb, bottle. And that will allow him to continue progressing. Doesn't have the canoe yet. Gonna have to go over to Provoca next to see where that might be. But I don't believe we have any loose character or loose key items here. Wow, Thunder pulling up the whole pack. That was unexpected. Don't believe we have any loose items in this flag set. Do have that key he can purchase, though, and does do so we can go check Canaria in a moment. But with that, yeah. Apparently I'm getting weird artifacts on my microphone. Do not know what that might be from. I will have to double check that, so give me a moment.
Could be from you, sucker.
Oh hey, sounds like we might actually have... So, apparently my webcam is the one that's pulling in my audio right now, and I am going to have to screw around with that, so give me a moment.
You know, can everybody hear me? Suckers. Damn, we got a key for sale. Key for sale for 1.7K. Buy that shit before it goes broke.
Yeah, that is really nice. Are you able to hear me, Hangry, over there?
I got it.
Alright, I'm still working on trying to figure out what's going on with my microphone and OBS. OBS is being stupid, so Hangry, if you want to take it away for a little bit, I will continue working on my end.
Oh yeah, you're nuts. I got her, buddy. I got her.
Thank you, sir.
Alright, Thunderclaw taking on some pirates. He's just gonna fucking make them ride the lightning. Yeah, I'm a little drunk, so we'll see how this goes, I guess. Ooh, it looks like Vicky had the loot, so... Alright, oh, that's some good armor going on in there. A little silver bracelet, +1 action. Thunderclock in the other shop. Houses, not too bad for, the camping market's not horrible this seed. Meanwhile, it looks like, oh, there's Danny getting some lightning off. Looks like Thunderclaw is sailing back to Corneria. Couldn't tell you why, because the timer hasn't started, so I do not know how long these guys have been going at the moment. Wow, no wonder we only got one bracelet. 3,700 for a silver bracelet? That is ridiculous. Alright, we got wall for 935 gold. Troll rings for 15k, that's not too bad.
Okay, I think I may have figured out my microphone issue. Hopefully you can still hear me over there, Hangry.
Oh, I hear you.
Perfection. Yeah, I had to, it failed to recognize that my microphone was plugged in. The entire computer did. So, that took a couple seconds. But I am back. We find anything interesting going on while I was away?
Not really. I just woke up, so... because I passed out for being drunk. Looks like Dengmu is giving the grass back to the prince and gonna get a crown for his troubles.
That is fair. Gonna crank
What
up our
Flagset
audio
we running
level.
here?
There we go. Okay, hopefully that will fix some of the audio levels as well. I forgot we had shuffled towns going on, so I was telling people we were gonna have to go to Provoca for stuff. Thankfully, Provoca seemed to be Provoca, but that wasn't a guarantee.
Yeah, looks like Thundercloud heading back to the area for some reason. Oh, just to get it in, I guess.
Well, it's like when you're there, it's faster to save there sometimes than it is to use an item, and then you get your spell charges back without having to use one of your precious early game houses. It's a strategy I do, and nice to see that the pros actually do it as well.
Yeah, looks like, oh, so we got LaFane at Melman here. Looks like Thundercloud's gonna grab himself an inn. I'm pretty sure we don't got the slab yet, so this town's pretty much useless to boat runners. I mean, they can check the level 8 spell, but you're not gonna buy it at this point in time.
Yeah, it's just for knowledge. The important thing
Level
also to
6.
note there, just as a informative bit, we have pubs turned on, but the only characters you can get in the pubs right now are white and black mages. Characters they already have, so that's not exactly like a huge deal for them at the moment.
Looks like Thundercloud sailing south. Looks like he's probably gonna hit up Ordeals, I guess. Ordeals or the waterfall, at least.
Do they have the canoe yet?
Looks like that's a big note according to our tracker. Whoever our tracker is. I don't have a clue who he is.
That would be me. It's all you and me today, buddy.
Alrighty then, well I'm not tracking, so it must be you.
Yep. There we go. I got you. I actually have you listed on the layout now. So, woo!
Yeah, if I can stay awake long enough, we'll see how it goes.
Oh, and actually, let me share my stream with you so you can see stuff up to date.
That'll help.
That'll help a lot. There you go. So yeah, I see level 3 nuke, which is nice to see there at that. That's on-rack. That's on-rack Elfland. That's I see Thunder wants to get some enemies under his belt, maybe some experience and some more money. That nuke is too nice to not buy. Oh, and level 3 warp as per Rock Solid over in chat. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting flag set right now. As you know, it's evolving from week to week, and this was not designed to be easy. We get plenty of easy weeklies on the regular, so this was meant to be something just a little more challenging for our players. And as we've seen week to week, sometimes very challenging for our players.
Yeah, it looks like we had a couple of black belts, a couple of black mages on Thunderclaw's side.
Yeah, and the black mages have night spells, so Cure 4 at level 1 proved to be very useful to them.
Yeah, it definitely ain't gonna hurt. Looks like the black mages have white mage spells too, because the black mages have Cure 4.
Yep, that was what I was saying. Night spells.
Oh, I thought you meant the black belts had night spells.
Nope, black mages. Black belts have Thief Luck and Red Mage Armor. And there is the rod.
Yeah, it's not that good. Looks like Thunderclaw is just roaming back and forth through the woods. I think he's lost. It's like Friday the 13th. He's waiting for Jason to pop out, I think.
Well, just remember, you need to get the lighter so you can go light the fireplaces at the various cabins.
Meanwhile, Degmo is just gonna whiten the black mage alive, and the white mage is poisoned. Heal that poison!
But I can't blame that strategy necessarily if he's trying to get some levels on his casters.
Well, your black belts really aren't any good until they're like level 32 anyway. So.
Yeah. Get the levels under your casters so they can cast more magic and then use them to prioritize melee later.
Just tie a rope around the black belt legs and drag them along, I guess.
He won't be damned forever, but certainly for a little while. So with that, he's picked up the the black magic that he wanted there, Thunder. And Dengu's catching up over here at Gaia. I may have actually marked a couple things he already had, or hadn't had yet, but he'll get it. It's fine. It's fine.
Are these the only two running this race?
No, we actually have 4 other players running in the background. They all just joined late enough that I went with a 2-player layout for this one.
Ah, right on.
Yep. Just make it easy on us for today. Plus,
So this is just some after dark shit.
Exactly. I mean, especially since I was the only person running this, like, for a little while there, I wasn't gonna try and track 4 people.
I wouldn't try to track 2 people. Fuck them. They can track themselves. Alright, we got Dingwoo heading out to the outer sea. Gonna check out Melman, which is probably not Melman at this rate. No, it's the Fane.
Oh, check off that hit the loop at people without translating the slab tile on your bingo board.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet.
Very easy one to get that time. Lock 2 at level 7 might be a pickup. Oh, I forgot. Shuffled spells are in effect. Because that was something Thunder turned on, the shuffled spell locations. So, that's why they're checking the shops. Level 6 white and level 7 black are here. Level 8 black at the one Elfland shop there. Wow, this is... I think this is more complicated in the way of Magic than either of us are going to want to keep up with, dude.
You expect me to keep up with anything? I'm lucky I can keep up with your screen right about now.
I know, right? No, so it's good to note that the level 3 black magic is actually at Elfland where you'd expect it. We've already seen them pick up level 2, which means it had to be at one of the early towns. And of course level 1 at Corneria, because we don't have the unsafe Corneria stuff turned on for this. So that...
Okay.
Yeah.
Looks like Dengwoo's checking the Earth Cave for a grind. We got a Gray Shark tile, which isn't bad if they show up with some big eyes.
Yeah, no, Gray Sharks are great in that respect. And looks like they have at max 371 health. So...
Yeah, because they're quite Xable, so that's not too bad.
No. And actually less than 300, so wow.
Just grind on sharks for a bit.
Honestly, yeah, they've got enough key items under their belt to get a decent bonus of experience right there. And then that will basically let them just grind to their heart's content until they get what they need. I mean, as soon as you get that black belt up to speed, you can basically just ruffle stomp your way through the flag or the scene.
Well, that's the point.
Yep. That's the point of the black belt. It's just when you do the grind.
So there's 2 Gray Shark tiles. Not bad. They're not that tough. A couple Lightning 3s taking them down.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Thunderclawed is found on Rack. And, ooh, level 4 Magic Life. Not too bad.
Well, when you factor in the fact that Cure 4 is there at level 1, and it doesn't interfere with Lightning 3 or Nuke or Quad X, that means that, you know, they have enough spells to do any kind of grind they want for a while.
Oh, and these Gray Sharks even appear with some Wizzahags, so that's even better.
Yeah, that's lovely. Actually, I think the Wizzahags may be tougher than the Gray Sharks.
Well, this ain't really a bad tile, just like, you know, maybe get your mages up to level 17, 18, maybe even closer to 19, where they actually become pretty useful for you.
Yep. He's bailing out, may just be to save those levels.
Well, it's not like the Gray Sharks or the Wizzahags actually pulled out anything dangerous, to be quite honest, because we haven't seen nothing. All they've done is attack.
Yep. It is interesting to see the players going after key items, just because I know there aren't any loose items in this flag set right now. So, anything they check for and they're lucky to get is just because they want to.
Well, we have the rod on Dengwoo's side, it looks like, so he could finish this out if he really wanted to.
Yeah, I would expect to see that.
I don't know, it doesn't look like Thunderclawed has the rod, but he could. You really haven't been keeping track of the tracker, have you?
I've been trying to. I'm assuming since Thunder is here, he has the rod, but that was something that I definitely missed when I was trying to fix my audio issues earlier. So I'll mark it off if he actually goes past the slab plate.
Well, I would think if he's down here and this ain't incentivized, I mean, there's no other reason for him not to go ahead with it.
I don't have the flags up in front of me right this second to tell whether they are incentivized or not. Do I? Actually, I do. Hold on. I missed that. Yeah, Earth
I
Cave
don't
is
even.
incentivized, so he could just be here for the key item.
Yeah, I don't even know what. I haven't looked at the flags. I haven't looked at the runners. I haven't looked at nothing.
That's a ruby right there. That's vanilla, and he's not taking on the vampire. So either he doesn't have the rod yet, or no, he doesn't have the rod yet. Okay.
Yeah, I'm guessing he doesn't, but he's going to turn that ruby in, which isn't very far away.
No, that's a good spot.
Ain't a bad check.
That's a good spot, and with Titan being incentivized as well as, of course, Sarda, that's 2 more checks for him to do. Vanilla Ruby is actually kind of powerful, like, right here.
So Titan's Trove is incentivized in this flag set. Oh, there you get 2 key checks right here. So
yeah, we have Ice
looks like
Cave
he's gonna pick the 10.
Ice Cave Ordeals, Titans, and all 4 of the Fiend dungeons are incentivized today.
And we
Adamant.
Ooh, Adamant.
It's the Radamant right there. And then we will go over to Sarda and see what he has eventually.
Meanwhile, Dangwoo is digging down Earth. He's got the rod, so there's a good chance he's gonna try to finish this out.
That's the cube. So we have Sky Palace completely open to us now. We know where the rod is, so Earth Palace is open to us. Key is found. We're just looking for loot in that respect. And then we need Oxyale. And some way to get to Volcano. So, like, 2 of the 4 Fiend dungeons are open. And we're halfway to the 10th Temple of Fiends being open.
So we're about 1/10 of the way there.
Math. Yeah.
So Thundercloud is getting in at Lefane, and he is going somewhere, which I don't... He's just talking to people.
He might have been... I'm trying to remember if hints are on or not. I think they are, which means that he might have been thinking about going to talk to the hint givers, and then gave up on that when he got blocked by one of them.
I think you still need the slab to talk to the hint givers, though.
Actually, I think the one hint giver will give you hints even without that. Yeah, hint givers and villages are on. It's just the rest of the town won't talk to you without.
Well, that seems unfair.
One guy who's just traveling there is like, I've got information, what do you want?
One guy speaks English, like, yeah, I know what you want.
Did Dago just take out Lich?
I've been here for 6 months. I don't have a fucking clue what the other town folks are saying, but I know what you want.
I totally just missed it. Did Dago just kill Lich?
No, I don't think.
I know he went down that way, but now he's out before I had a chance because I looked down for a second.
I didn't even see him. He just reset, I think. I don't think he beat Lich, though.
He might have hit some... Well, but he has Ruby.
Maybe he did beat Lich then.
This is what we'll check his menu next time he doesn't menu too quickly. Dang, please. Our players are too good at this game.
And Thundercloud is going to return the eye to the old lady because she is blind.
There's the adamant. And that is
the old lady, in return for her eye, is going to give you some explosives.
So it's somewhat lazy dwarves. Like, adamant leads to TNT. You just have to go and ferry it out and come back like you're a DoorDash driver.
Now, it kind of makes you wonder, does Matoya even know she gave you fucking TNT if she's got no eye?
Here you go, here's some nice, like, candy for you, some Werther's Originals. And then she, like, hands you a bucket of fireworks.
Exactly, she hands you something, it's like, oh, here's this, round tube full of something. No, it's full of fucking explosives.
So, confirmation from chat, went back and looked at the play. Lich was so papery, it was a blink and you miss it fight. And that's why he's out with the Ruby, and I have lit his orb for that. So, Dang in very nice position right now.
Thunderclaw's going to check the TNT.
So we are now down to just needing 2 key items at this point. We need volcano access, which can be done as simply as using the canoe, and we need the loot. As soon as you get that, you're go mode. And worth noting, just to double check it, on maps, the extended progression is open across the board with all the docks being open. So, if they do happen to get just the floater, they can turn that in. So floater or canoe will get you volcano access, and the loot will get you Topher access. That is 2 of 3 key items is all we're looking for now. Dang has a crystal lead. Dang also has a level lead right now. I'm putting Dang in good position against our current leader, Thundercloud, who has 2 wins under his belt so far.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think my ass is going to bed. I can barely keep my eyes open.
Alright, sir. Well, thanks for joining me for a little while.
Hey, I did my best. I tried to stay away.
You're good, dude. You're good. Thanks for joining us. I got it from here. Alrighty, and with that, Dang is going to continue grinding over here on this Gershark Wizsehag tile. He's found something that's worth a plenty of experience at this point, and is just gonna keep cruising on it. While Thunder just kind of sails around for a while. Not sure exactly where he's sailing to. Might be doing the early sky play. Sky, sky, sky. Definitely sailing around that peninsula. So Dangwoo is definitely spending some time here on this tile. Gonna be grinding for a little while, and they're starting to not return an instant level every time. How long he stays here, especially with the full party, is gonna be part of the question. That said, they are dying really quickly, so... You know, as long as they don't cast slow, which is irritating. Oh no, mute! Oh, doesn't get muted on the one guy that was casting a spell. Very nice. The game giveth and the game taketh away at times. That was definitely a giveth right there. Yeah, with slow and mute on these Wizsehags, I gotta say, I don't think I'd stick around for this. This really doesn't seem like a good tile, all things considered. This is really starting to be bad. It's taking too long to grind on this when the Wizsehags show up. So Thunder is in Sky Palace, going through the whole of this dungeon. Only thing he cares about will be this incentive item right here. He's hoping it's canoe or loot. It's one of our duds. Oops. So now he's here to see if he can take care of, I'm supposing, Tiamat with all those bracks that he has under his belt. You know, the Gurnog is a good tile, or a good monster to fight. One of the best experienced monsters in the game. That puts him at 11. He's doing Sky Palace at level 11. The cojones on this gentleman right here. So yeah, since the question was asked earlier, we have 7 players. Is that 6? I can count. 6 players in chat, all of which are still with us here at the 26-minute mark. One thing you can say about this dungeon right here is that Sky Palace is worth a lot of experience. A low-level party like this is going to come in at like level 10 and exit the round probably level 15. There is the crystal for Dangwoo. Thunder is the one that's actually showing us new stuff, so he's kind of getting my attention right now. But I will pay attention to what Dangwoo at least manages to gather as he's collecting key items. I like the R-Hydra pack. They're generally worth a fair amount of experience. And they tend to die fairly quickly. Like that. 2 casts a nuke and a couple baps, and they're done. And that's level 13 and 12 for his party members. Dang, we're doing a bit of a resupply, making sure he has that key. And he's now moving on. Oh, mute touch. Just run from this as soon as you get a chance. This is not a pack to take. This is, in fact, gross. There you go. Yeah, anytime I see mute touch, I'm like, I don't want to fight that. I can't use my magic against them. So now with Tiamat, the primary goal is trying to beat Brack as fast as possible. And hope that it actually works out. That's big 4 damage right there, and a hold from Tiamat. Tiamat does not want to be Brack. Tiamat takes out the black belt. Second Brack ineffective. Both black mages are now up on their legs. Brack 3, ineffective. Brack 4, ineffective. We're already, like, failing on that 25% chance there. Thank you, Tiamat. Brack 5, ineffective. Sleep 2 puts the other black mage down on his knees again. Gonna continue healing. Out of Brack's, going for nuke. Heal strat. Second, or that's Brack 6. Ineffective. Wow, Tiamat, your luck is good. Gonna continue heal stratting, gonna continue trying to get these Bracks to land. Probably your only hope of being able to finish this out. And gonna cure 4 on that black mage with your backup black mage. Bap down goes that black thief. Brack 7, ineffective. 1 more Brack to go, and then we may have to do a reset. Brack 8, ineffective. What is this Tiamat? We're out of nukes. Oh, wow. We're down to Fire 2, which I'm pretty sure we haven't had enough damage come out yet. This is hideously dire, and the reset. That was some bad, bad luck there. Less than 12.2% chance of missing that many of those Bracks, essentially. So dang, having been back there, should have the Oxyale now from that TNT pull. And that leaves only 5 key items on the board for him. And now the question will be, where does he go from here? I think the answer is going to continue grinding on that Grey Shark tile. Okay. And that he is. He's continuing onwards. Certainly going to have an easier time in Sky Palace. Looks like he's even going to let the mages die at this point. He is about ready to go full on the battle readiness. Yeah, they're starting to get punched down by his black belts, so that is not a bad thing. Only problem is, yeah, that attack rate down from the Wizsehag. Gonna have to start targeting them specifically if you want to make this grind efficient. Or just get this tile, which doesn't have any of them. Perfect. One Grey Shark down. Meanwhile, Thunder is back up here. Has lost a Black Mage, though, so he's only gonna have, what, 4 or 5 casts of Brack that he has in his tank. Does get some nice R-Hydras, though. Tasty. Sadly lost all those levels he earned earlier, which hurts. Gets a smaller Mudgall Sorcerer pack. Gets away. And a delicious Mexican party platter here. And gets killed again. Wow, thanks game. This Sky Palace is not being kind. That is for sure. We see we've lost the Black Mage over here on Dingwu's side. Down to 1 of the 2 mages left to kill. Doesn't seem like they have the armor stripped off of them, so might be trying to get some more levels. Oh, there we go. That was just what I was saying. Thank you for answering me, Dang. Almost as if you were listening. And yep, there you go. Targeting that Wednesday hack first. Sadly, doesn't quite get it in time. May want to run away from it this time, because, nope, he's going in. I think that's bold. That is bold. Maybe just trying to use them to see if he can get the white mage killed off, which he has managed to do. He's gonna keep trying. Ooh. Yeah, you're not getting a lot of hits there. There you go. Unfortunately, oh, there you go, Dang. Lucky. Now that he's out, he's gonna save, do his heal via cabin, and now he's gonna exit on out. Experience just a little bit of slowdown. Get immediately slowed by that Sahag. Sahags are jerks, dude. Just saying. Even with a free attack, does not manage to kill the Sahag in time. Rude. But there we go, that one's working. And now his 2 black belts are punching for 5,000 experience a time. Much, much better. Sahags look like they have some decent absorb there. Critical hits are just not necessarily landing. I think Thunder is on his 6th time into this dungeon now, desperate to try and get back up to that Tiamat at the top so he can try for another round of bracketing. And hopefully be a little luckier this time. I can see why he had bad luck. He's taking the wrong route. He's going over to the right. You always go to the left. And that's just common knowledge. Beefy Nachos kill the black belt, may not care. Slaps the silver bracelet that was on the black belt up on the thief, try and keep them a little more alive. Free run, gonna get them away from that. Dang looked like he was in just a little bit of trouble there. But he's getting away, no problem. More saving via cabins. Healing via cabins. That's why he bought a ton of them. Burn off an encounter, gonna start the process all over again. Yeah, getting good grinding here on these sharks at this point. That's what he wants. And this is especially what he wants. He doesn't want to see any spellcasting with Sahags. He just wants the Gersharks. They're the tasty part. I want to thank everyone for coming and joining us tonight here on this pirate cast of the Final Fantasy Randomizer. I am your host, Darkwniax, alone in the booth, watching these 2 titans of Final Fantasy Randomizer go at it. Although we do have 6 total players in the race tonight for this evolving flag set. Oof, Tiamat punching, Tiamat not giving a chance. Still not letting the Brax through. We're getting close to like 16 casts at this point. Thunder has got to be frustrated. Thunder has forfeited. Okay. So, that sucks. Well, we're down to just Dang at this point. Gonna see how this works out. I can totally understand that. It's just a weekly flag set, and he was having no luck there, having wasted probably like 20 minutes there in that dungeon. I could absolutely see him being like, there's no chance. Still, that's sad to see. Doesn't like that pack. Gonna try for a different one. So we're here for the a delightful grind session with Dangmu. I'm going to see if we can get another player in for the race tonight, just so we're not watching Dangmu grind for a half an hour. So yes, welcome to Grinding with Dangmu. It looks like we're going to be being joined in here at this point by Grendy, who's going to be taking over Thunder's spot on the stream here. So I'm going to just get that set up in just a second. And give me a moment while I get him cropped. Perfect time for this, though, with Dangmu just sitting there doing his thing. Gives me ample opportunity to handle this for everyone. Now, I'm going to assume since he's over here at Sky Palace, he has a similar number of key items as where Thunder was at. So we're just going to go with that for right now. And Grendy is in the position because he has a thief here. He is going to need to actually find some gear, and probably is banking on finding the tail at some point. But I like the bold play of taking a thief for this flag set. It's an interesting call. And there we go. We are now off and running with 2 players once again. And at this point, they are both 0 winning players, having not won a previous weekly here for this evolving flag set. So if either of them win at this point, they will get to change 1 flag in the flag set after this. I'm not sure Dangwu actually meant to walk that direction. That was probably a mistake. If I had to guess. Finds Ice Armor +4 there on the Sky Palace floor. That's gonna be fantastic for that thief. As once he gets upgraded to a ninja, that is probably the best armor that he is gonna find equipable for that thief, for that ninja, however you want to put it. Of course, he is going to get the bad news that the best thing they have in here as far as the key item is a soft potion, which, weak sauce indeed. Getting his party members up to level 31 over here on Dingwu's side. Wondering if he's going to go to 32, or if he's going to continue past it. We will find out here momentarily, I'm sure. Still getting ambushed occasionally by these Berserks, which, rude. Excuse you. You're just here for a conveyor belt of meat. Delicious, delicious shark meat. Of course, other question is whether or not he bothers to keep both black belts alive past a certain point, or if he's going to want to, like, grind one of them eventually. $32 for his players, exiting out, and it looks like he is done indeed. So 232s, probably expect him to get to level 40 by the time he's done clearing out dungeons, and that is going to put him in a prime position to raffle stomp the rest of this flag, or rest of this seed, I should say. Keep us speaking. Gonna revive some of his characters. Put the black belts back up front. And with that, save, exit, move on. Dingu is now off and running to the races. As we noted earlier, he is still going to need to find some kind of access to get himself to Volcano. Does not have the canoe, does not have the floater. One of the two is going to be required to actually manage to get him to Volcano area. But he has access to the other 3 dungeons, and he's in prime position to clear out anything that he wants. So it looks like he's actually going to be heading over here to Onrak area. Sea Palace is, of course, incentivized. All 4 of the elemental dungeons are incentivized. So he might be banking here on finding the canoe or something that could lead to canoe at this dungeon. Of course, he finds Elfland. And he's going to be greeted by that delightful level 1 or level 3 warp and nuke. Got 2 katanas +2 over here on Grendelicious' side. So, soon as he finds a tail and is ready for class change, he is going to be in very good position for that. Now, question of course is... Oh, and he has a Bane Sword. Wow. Question of course is going to be whether or not he has enough charges of whatever he's looking for to be able to take out Tiamat here at the end. By the way, in case you're wondering, Bane does not work on the undead. It is poison, and the undead cannot be poisoned. I'm pretty sure it's not even a 3 and 256 for them. It's just literally no. Like how you can't quad X golems and so forth. It's just no. Dangwu walking away. Is he not going to do Sky Palace? That looks to be a big 10-4 there, good buddy. He's moving on. Is he going to go to Sky, or is he going to go to Ordeals? We know Sky is only the play if you want to get a Fiend kill, but it doesn't actually provide a key item that anyone is going to care about. In the case of Grendelicious, not a big deal. He wants to go clear out boxes. But Dang is going to come here and be generally disappointed. Ooh, the RN Kilo, not even worth taking on the burn-off tile. Gets to Sky Palace, saves, resets. Gonna burn off that first encounter that he knows is coming. Decides to actually take it, because why the heck not? And now we got 32 on one of his black belts. Wasn't sure if he got it on the other one. May just want to do a little bit of a top-up right there. Save, burn off, try again. Oh, and he's gone. And with that, he is following quickly on the heels of Grendelicious with plenty more levels under his belt. We are going to see just how long this Tiamat lasts. And Dangwu is looking to be doing the walking grind here. Going to continue taking all the high EXP encounters. Yep, that does finish off his level 32 there for his black belt. Very nice. Oof, ambushed by Badman. That is not a good encounter. That's a really bad encounter. That's a really bad encounter. And they do not want to let him go. That's the worst. Like, those guys suck.
They just suck. But thankfully he has level 1, Cure 4, level 4, heal. He's fine. Or heal life. He's just fine. He recovers quickly, and we move right on again. And Dangwoo is now passing Grendy because Grendy is checking chests and Dangwoo isn't. I think the only thing Grendy really needs at this point is a ribbon, or 3. Not that they're guaranteed in this flag set. The treasure is randomized, so no guarantee you're going to get anything good in any of the chests. But you gotta check. You absolutely have to check. Third Katana +2. That is some delightful vendor trash right there. Unfortunately, you can't use a Sun Sword as a thief. I'm sorry, that Coral or Rune or whatever you're throwing is the best you can do right now. Thieves are very limited. And I didn't see fighter weapons or night weapons on a thief, so unfortunately, no deposit, no return there. Dang is checking these greed chests right here, gonna see if there's anything worthwhile. Just gets that copper, already disappointed by that soft potion. But the copper +3 is not bad. It's almost a silver bracelet, and you didn't even have to buy it. Toasty Sentries busted out the cremate. Toasty Sentries dying to 2 punches as if they're whack-a-mole. Getting his mages into the level 20s. Very nice indeed. Gonna have the health, hopefully, to survive that Topher. Punch 1. Punch 2. More experience just dumps on Dangwoo. Meanwhile, Grendy is continuing to check out these floors, trying to find, presumably, any ribbons he can get. I mean, when you've got Ice +4, and Ice Armor +4, and 3 Katanas, you're pretty much good on the gear the ninja's gonna need when he class changes. So this is really just, like, at what point do you decide to stop checking chests and commit to the gear that you have? And that's a call that everyone has to make on their own. I do know that we had Wall at, like, I think it was level 2 or level 3, so if you had to go without a ribbon, you could. But, you know, the more ribbons you find, the less wall cast you have to use come Topher time. Punch 1. Only 123. This Tiamat has some Absorb, as well as being, apparently, very magically lucky. There's yet another Brack that does not stick. Now, that's something that you're going to notice. He's going to cast Cure 4, going to offset that stun, because Cure 4 heals basically every status effect in the game, except for Stone, when used in combat. Very nice indeed. Gonna start tempering, gonna try and get through this high absorb here that Tiamat has. Getting the hits, just not quite getting the damage. Meanwhile, Grendy has caught up. He is also gonna be taking on this beefcake Tiamat that we've seen. Third round of combat there, Dangwoo is able to take out the Tiamat. That is gonna light his second orb, and he is on his way. Lucky enough to get that Brack to land. That's like the 16th, 17th one we've seen that's finally landed, but he manages it. I think that was actually his first attempt, too, so just rub that in there, Grendy. It's going to light at least his first orb. I have not checked to see if he has another one lit or not. We will see in a second, now that I know to check his menu. But we will check and see if he has the second one, just as soon as he decides to save. Dang, meanwhile, is over here finally checking the sages. They may, in fact, have the canoe or the floater. I don't think we've seen anyone come over here. Oh, wait, no, never mind. This is on-rack area. That's why. I keep forgetting we have Village Shuffle on. That's why no one decided to do the on-rack dungeon while they were at on-rack. They can't, and I'm dumb. There we go. Level 7 fast, he's going to pick that up because his Black Mage can learn it. There's that level 4 life that he had earlier. He's just decided to come back for this. Remembering where Onrak was, he's decided to come tackle this dungeon, and Grendy is hot on his heels. Credit to Grendy for this. The fact that he is actually keeping up with the double 32 black belts of Dang. They menu way too quickly for me. Okay, he does have 2 lit. I'm gonna assume, based on the items we know, that would be Earth. So we are tied 2 for 2, with Dangwu having the experience advantage, but Grendy definitely having enough gear to help balance that out some. And of course, since Sea Palace is incentivized, Dangwu is coming over here and is immediately going to check the mermaid side. We have it incentivized, but not randomly incentivized, as is one of the new features here. This flag set predated that, and we are letting it ride until someone decides to change it otherwise. So for now, we are looking at mermaid side just having that one incentivized treasure chest, which we already know and love and know exactly where it's going to be. And it is going to produce for us the floater, which, being as he's at Crescent area on rack, that's really nicely positioned for him. No question about that. Honestly, if he'd wanted to come in here and do this dungeon earlier, he probably could have had that floater before he even went to anywhere else in the game. So yeah, we could have been in the air at like the 15-20 minute mark. And maybe some of our players are actually in the air at the 15-20 minute mark. We'll find out. Question. Anyway, with that, mark that floater off for Dangwu. And now all he needs is the loot. That's the last item he needs for his go mode, and he is going to be able to just raffle stomp the rest of this dungeon, as I keep saying. Checking in with our other players. The rest of them are still going. Good to see. We've only lost one of the 6 that we had in this week's flag set. Unfortunately, I was one of the 2 that was on stream, but you know what? These things happen, and we quickly recovered. Dangwu ignoring just about everything. Not even checking most of the green chests along the path. And is just motoring his way over here to Kraken side. Now, for those of you that are new to the game, one thing I want to point out is Dangwu was punching with one of his black belts, as you see him doing here as well, and running with the rest of his party. That is because, even with a high-level party, you can't always get a good run to happen. The run chance is this mythical thing that apparently has math behind it, but I don't understand it. And just sometimes you just can't run, no matter how good your players should be at it. So, since his black belt is going to kill basically any one single enemy with a single punch, punch with one, run with the rest. If they can't run, he'll punch, and it'll work out just fine. Damage poison comes out from Kraken. Doesn't manage to kill anyone because they all have enough levels under the belt. 2 punches, or 1 punch and a nuke, Kraken falls down. Kraken did not have much health. And with that, Dangwu is already up to 3 orbs lit. Grendy's still looking for that ribbon. Grendy not getting a lot of luck on that front, I don't think. I haven't seen any ribbons come into his possession, although chat can correct me if I'm wrong. Grendy gonna exit, save, presumably go back. Nope, yes, nope, yes, no. Gonna go do his floater turn-in. Maybe he doesn't want to do Oxyale yet because he doesn't have his ribbons, or doesn't want to do Sea Palace yet because he doesn't have his ribbons, and is hoping to find something somewhere else that he can use instead. Levels, class change, blah blah blah. I get it. Dangwu, however, coming up here to the volcano. We'll get his internet back in just a second. This has been happening once in a while with him. There it is. Wow, I haven't had the timer going this whole time. No one mentioned that to me. Let me fix that. I'm so sorry, everyone. I just noticed it. There we go. Well, you know, better late than never. Hey there, Corellin. Thank you for joining us for tonight's pirate broadcast of this weekly. Glad you could make it. We were doing Thunder versus Danglu. Thunder, unfortunately, had a pretty nasty turn over in Sky Palace. Had to forfeit. Can't blame him for how things were going there. Got Grendy in instead, so we have 5 of our 6 players still in this race. Grendy is running a Thief, presumably Ninja Party, still looking for ribbons in that tail. Danglu, meanwhile, found a Gershart Wiztehag tile early on, decided to grind that basically all the way to 32 with a small spot in between to go kill Lich, and now he is on his way towards killing off that carry, and as you can see from his collection of stuff, he only needs the loot at this point. Dang didn't check the incentive items. Dang still needs the loot, far as I know. Dang. Well, I'm sure he'll figure it out. Whatever. Maybe he's gonna kill Carrie first, get the tile open, go check the thing, and then come back. I can see it. I mean, Carrie's putting up a decent fight, lasted more than a round against 2 level 35 black belts. No, Dangwu. Well, if he has... Oh, he does have the loot. Where did the loot come from? See, it's not marked as loot, it's marked as air horn, and that threw me off, but he's had it, like, this whole time. I mean, I'm the only person tracking, so I don't know where it was, because I didn't write it down, because I didn't see it. But... Oh, he's burning off, okay. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing, Dang? What are you doing over there? But hey, no, apparently he has a loot. He didn't need to check that. I'm wrong, he was right. So at this point, yeah. Dangwu at the less than hour mark is already moving his way down here into the Temple of Phoenix. Those Gasties hit like trucks when they hit. 2 Paunch, 2 Dead Dragons, level 34 for his second black belt. I think that probably puts his first black belt like closer to level 35. Just a bunch of wizards here. Tasty experience points, as chat is reminding me. Gonna validate this by checking one of the validation chests, and now we are moving on, blasting that air horn out to the bleachers, and we are into the Temple of Fiends. Oh yeah, he probably had TNT. He did kill Carrie, so that's the fire orb. Never found Canoe. Never got the slab. Never got the tail. All things presumably Grendy is gonna have to do. Presumably. Maybe not the Canoe, but the rest of it certainly. So while Dang was just motoring his way through this floor at the Earth Fiend, Grendy is coming in here trying to brack down the crackdown. Doing Banes and Brack strats, I like it. You got that Bane sword, you may as well use it. You can see the MDef on the Black Mages is actually pretty good at this point. They're resisting that spell pretty nicely. There's a broken into pieces. That'll be the 3rd orb for Grendy. We will mark that off right now. There we go. Don't want to jinx him. Make sure he doesn't get a party right before that. Gonna go quickly save, presumably, with a house or an inn because he doesn't have houses. Well, he's got the money to go buy houses, so maybe he should just go buy houses. He's got an airship. Dangwu's got an airship. Everybody's got an airship. Lich takes a single punch, doesn't die. Lich takes a second punch, does die. Lich is gone. That's 1 of 4 of the main fiends here in the Temple of Fiends. And we're on our way to Kara. Continuing to get that delicious, delicious experience. Grendy entering in here to Carrie's floor. Hopefully he's going to be able to find that tail. I'm sure he's going to end up going over to Ordeals or Ice Palace or something to get it. Because tail is absolutely essential for him. But he's continuing to check chests. If the ribbon is what he wants, I can understand that. But I would be wary at this point of checking too much more. Because really at a certain point you gotta commit. Got Dangwoo taking on Carry 2. Put up some Invis. Got a nuke out from Carry 2. That was massive. Already takes out the Black Mage. High rolling nuke right there. Stop ineffective against all the party members. Punchy Black Belt's not getting through Carry's high absorb. On to round 3. Still punching, still doing good damage. Finally take her down, but that was having plenty more punches than Dangwoo was expecting, all things considered. We're halfway through the seafloor already. That's the power of a couple of freight trains sitting there in your party. Just motor your way through, chugga chugga chugga. Quick bit of healing right here. You got the heal pots, you gotta do it. Gonna get his party in position to take on the Master of Arms over here, Kraken 2. And we'll see just what kind of whacking that Kraken maybe taken. No, I couldn't quite make the rhyme work there at the end. Gonna move one of the black belts down. Keep the white mage still in a safe position, hopefully. Don't jinx it. Lightning 2, that's chip damage, doesn't care about that. Punch 1, 311 damage. Punch 2, 78 damage. Ooh, there's some absorb there from that Kraken. Get the walls up, though. And we are going to start healing. Nuke comes out. 136 low roll on that nuke. Cure 4 keeps the white mage up. Third punch from a black belt knocks the Kraken down for 384. That is going to take care of that fiend. Make sure you walk right so you don't have to fight him again. And we're on our way. Now on to Tiamat 2. And that party has basically just been in that position for a while here. Getting the walls up. Big punch from Tiamat 2 right to the black belt. Good thing he didn't put the white mage there in that last slot. 273, 237, 236. It's only about 500 or so damage right there on that Tiamat. Tiamat has a bit of absorb. Gonna... Wow! 8 health left. All you need is 1 though. 12 hits, 3 something. Another 3 hits for 6. Oh, wow. Big punch here. 300 damage. Got a nuke coming out. Just going to add on another 214. Another punch. 318. Kraken is still alive. Not Kraken. Tiamat is still alive. Got Rub coming out. Doesn't do anything against that black mage. Big hit there. 6 hits for 842. Finally takes Tiamat down to their knees. And now we've got some rock calls we gotta deal with. Well, it's experience. What the heck? Why not, right? Oh, does get away. No other encounters. He is the first here that we know of that manages to get to the top of or bottom of the Temple of Fiends, however you want to put it. No one else is finished. This puts Dangwoo in good position. Let's see if he can finish off this chaos. Has his white mage up front. Black belt, black mage, black belt. Definitely prioritizing what the black mage can do for these black belts. Early punch before the fast comes out, that's a pity. 213 damage. Another 358 to follow it up. Got a ruse coming out from that white mage just in time. Fast follows that up. We're on to the next round. Gonna put a wall up just in case because we didn't find any ribbons or anything else for these warriors. Another punch. 12 hits for 453. 6 hits for 132. We're getting up probably around 1200 damage so far. Gotta decide, Invis, Ruse, and Wall all sharing the same level. Not fun to see. But 8 hits for 724, and, well, that Chaos had, like, no health. And we'll see if we can get Dangwoo in for an interview. And we'll get a little music going in the background while that goes on, because we're about to lose Dangwoo's music here. I believe we are joined, in fact, by the Daewoo. GG's, good sir.
GG's.
Hey!
We did it!
You did it! Look at you!
We did it!
You just went from unranked to probably once this race is over, you're gonna be near the top of that leaderboard.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with Thunder. I'm hoping everything's okay. Maybe power outage or something like that. But, yeah, so that early grind, and then, like, all the key items early just was like, hey,
Yeah.
we good to go.
So what happened, and I just removed the forfeit from the screen because that was from Thunder. Thunder went to Sky Palace earlier than you did. He didn't see or didn't care about the Gershark Wizzsehag tile that you found. And he tried to do like a cheeky level 10 Sky Palace dive, which actually worked for him to a point, but then Tiamat ignored like 13 Brat casts.
Look, I tell everybody, look,
yeah.
I'm sorry, like, I try to tell people, look, I love my cake against Lich. There is something about the Tiamat and Kraken where I just don't trust Bracken Bane. Like, I know Gregory Puff will do it. He's like, I got Bracken Bane, I'll dive it. I'm like, I don't feel comfortable unless I'm like have a defense sword or something to, you know,
Yeah.
I just don't trust it. Even though it's got a high chance, I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, he did like 6 dives against that dungeon trying to get through, and then when the 6th one just failed, he forfeited. And I can't say I blame him for it. It was just sad to see, you know?
Yeah, I mean, he won too, and, you know, he did something where it probably should have worked.
Yep.
But, you know, that's what happens if you live and die by those insta-kill spells. Instant death spells, you know, they just don't want to work for you.
That's the upside downside there of the instant kills and just the RNG slot machine that is Final Fantasy randoms.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. 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 So, you know, that tile wouldn't have been so bad, but like that slow from the Wizzsehags was just it slowed it down. Literally slowed it down.
It did what it said right there on the label.
Yeah, it literally did that too. Yeah. There was a couple times where I had to like reset out just to try and like get around it. Yeah, it was kind of funny.
Never has the spell name been more accurate.
You're not lying. And you know what's funny is the entire time I'm grinding this, and I'm like, you know, I bet Darkmoon's like, you know, there's a really nice grind tile that's the next one over. All you have to do is just walk right over.
Nope.
And it's like towards my end of my grind, I hopped in, and it's like zombies and geists and ghouls. I'm like, well, it's a good thing I didn't try and check that out anytime sooner.
Yeah, no, I saw you do it. I'm like, did he mispress or something? It's good to know you're actually doing it on purpose. But yeah, I didn't see anything else grind tile wise that was worthwhile. Brendy's in here to Ice Cave right now checking stuff out, but he hasn't found anything worthwhile. I honestly think, especially since they were so weak, like those Gershark to be taken down with Quad X, like that was the best that we had here in the dungeon or in the game.
I mean, I didn't get to see much because I just seen. I said, Quad Xable Gersharks, we can do this early. You know, I gained the early levels, did the Earth, and I was like, all right, I'll play around with it more. And then we got more incentive key items where I was like, I'm really close to go mode. Let's just hang out here for a while.
Yep, and it worked, because as soon as you were done there at, like, what, the 35-minute mark or so, you basically just went boom, 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 all the dungeons like dominoes.
Yeah, well, and the cool thing was I was thinking about going only one black belt to 42.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, no, I might as well just go with 2. And what I can do is anytime I fight anything, I have... You know, well, obviously minus if there's a lot of enemies on you know, in front of me. I have my 2 BBs punch and my white black mage run. If they run, they run. If they don't, we punch them out. So either way, we're winning and we're not failing running. So let's go.
So we'll get to more of what's going on with this flag set in a bit and your thoughts on it. But you are the winner. So I am curious. What is the one flag you would be interested in changing?
Oh my goodness. I mean, so this is the first time I played this.
Yeah.
And it was weird though, because, you know, as I'm saying, I'm like, I really didn't leave much of anything, and I managed to get all the key items, and I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, well, there's no loose. I think it's actually 2 dud locations on this flag set, so you picked right.
Right, yeah, there's actually 4 dud locations, I think. Yeah. 4 dud locations, and I managed to choose all right, except for the one. Hey, I'll take it. I mean, obviously, I checked the floating palace one since I knew floater. I needed a floater or canoe to get to volcano, so I needed one of those, and that ended up being a soft. So something to turn on and turn off. Oh my.
Yep, you get to do one turn on or turn off or whatever you want.
Oh wow, there's so much good stuff though.
I mean, the flag set was designed to be mean. And actually, over the course of the last few weeks, the players have decided to make it somewhat less mean, right up to the point where Thunder decided to turn shop location shuffle on. So that was kind of a vindictive twist, I'm gonna admit right there.
Oh man, there's. I'll have to look this over.
Yeah. You take your time.
But yeah, that was kind of fun. You know, I was kind of worried about it. I was like looking at stats, and then I looked at the stats or the HP, and I was like, oh, well, that's not too bad. 50 to whatever. I was like, okay, we can work with that.
Yep. Well, and as Thunder proved the very first week that we did this, and I'm not even sure you were paying attention when you picked the party, these are really nice black belt flags.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I wanted to go knight, because the knight had like plus 40 strength.
Yeah.
But it had black mage vitality, and I was like, great, I'm a glass cannon, basically. I'm like a half the HP black belt almost as a knight. And then I was like, no, the double black belt, might as well go with it.
Yeah. There was actually some good fighter gear that we found in the game, though. Vorpal Sword was +4. I think the Aegis was +3. Opal's armor was like +2 or +4. If you had taken a fighter to back up your black belt, you could have just put him up front with all that gear on him, and he would have just sat there. But of course, you would have had to class change, which wasn't necessary.
Yeah, a Vorpal +4 with, I don't know, I think the Knight then would have upwards of like 80 strength or something like that. That's pretty nice. Can't argue with that at all.
Yeah. Had you done
it definitely makes
workable.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but that would require me to actually find it.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I guess I would have checked a lot more chests, I guess, had I gone with a Knight, probably.
Looked like Tail was over at Ice Cave, so after you finished Gary, if you decided you were going to go do it, you could have, but that's a lot. That would have been a lot more checking of stuff than you probably wanted.
Yes, yeah. With the situation that ended up going, that would have definitely been a little bit.
Brendy coming in here in the Temple of Fiends, I can start narrating that while you look at the flags if you still want.
Sure.
Yeah. You're the big winner right now.
I am the big winner right now. I'm excited, okay? Because I'm just spring tournament is coming up, right?
Yeah.
And and we're having the registrations, and there's been a lot of pickup races. And I've been doing these these pickup races, and it has been now. Don't get me wrong. Some of it has been my fault because I've been going under leveled, but there's been some cases where Chaos has been the rudest person I have ever witnessed in a long time. It felt really good to actually take out Chaos in one try.
Yeah, I had the last race I did, I think the Monday Weekly, I joined in. Now, admittedly, I took a fighter, because, you want to try and do fighters just in case the tiles aren't good for, the pod races that we're doing, because there's 0 loose, but you're not sure whether or not the tiles are going to actually roll good for the shuffled tiles. So, I took a fighter, and I got the gear early enough that the fighter was worthwhile, but still, you had to, spend the time finding the sword and finding the gear, and then when I finally got to Chaos, I think I was left with just my knight on 16 health when he died. I was going, I have to do this dungeon again, aren't I?
It's the worst.
It is
I gotta do this again?
I was so close! So, now I want to note, Grendy took a thief-based party, and he is now at Lich, so all things considered, his time, he's...
A thief?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, Thief Party. Thief, 2 black belts and Thief, 2 black mages and a white mage. And he was honestly up to having to go look for that tail and figure out class change. He was keeping up with you step for step there.
I mean, he's gonna have. I mean, the thief with that strength nerf. Oh my. I mean, that's. Oof. That's gonna be interesting. Because I'm looking back through these. I'm like, minus 10 vitality. That means the thief's gonna have even less HP.
Yeah, he's sitting here at, I think, full health right now at 327. A bad nuke will take him down.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's a bold move. I like Grendy for taking that. Yep. I like it, but at the same time, I pray to RNG for your favor, Grendy.
He does have a defense sword at least, so.
Oh, okay. That helps.
He did. That's actually something to point out there. I was criticizing him because he did a lot of treasure checking, but he's in here basically 5 minutes after you finished, and he's got practically all the gear he's going to need at this point to, go through this, so long as he doesn't get nuked down by, for instance, right there, Carrie. So swinging 4 hits for 9 damage. Gonna need to spend one of those precious fast casts. Cure 4. Not even bothering to try and use the defense sword against Scary. Again, very bold move. 8 hits for 2 and 38. Trying to decide what he wants to do. Like, if I'm in his position, I might think at this point that, maybe I need to start thinking about a grind if this doesn't go. Bane takes out the black mage. He's down to just his thief and his white mage. Gonna start invising up while the thief is gonna swing with that katana. 6 hits for 278. I think Carrie only has maybe one more round in her at this point. Okay, maybe one more. Oof! Big punch against the white mage. Still going, this Carrie is. Very chunky white Carrie here. But 7 hits for 301 will take out the Carrie. Gonna pop that white mage up to level 22. Yeah, Grendy has only 330 health on his thief, 439 on the white mage. This is a very low health party right here. Any bad breaks could really mess up everything. But he's through one of the worst, because I don't see a lot of nasty spells off of Kraken, or from Tiamat, or that for that matter, Chaos. So, and the right positioning could work out.
Oh yeah, I mean, he made it through Carrie. Carrie had nuke and had a lot of HP. Kraken was Kraken.
Kraken was Kraken.
Kraken left one of my guys at 2 HP or something like that.
8. It was 8.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
and then Tiamat kept back rowing, I think.
Yeah.
yeah. I was like, oh, okay. That was kind of terrifying. I'm like, the one black belt I'm trying to buff up, you managed to bypass everybody else and go after the one. Thanks.
Granny decides to take this expanded EXP Pinata pack. Gets another character up to level 22. Now he's coming here gets the Gershark Winseheg pack that you saw earlier.
Oh, that's so much fun. I hope they don't just sit there and keep casting slow on him.
Well, he has a Thor Hammer and a Zeus Gauntlet, so as long as he doesn't get muted by them next round, he's fine.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the mute. That was fun too.
I didn't forget. That was delightful. You were about to quad X them and mute comes out. I'm like, oh god, oh god. Oh wow. When Tuffle Water Pack manages to get away because they were runnable, thank goodness for the improvements on that for the randomizer. So he had 330 health on his ninja. He gained a level, and that's that terrible vitality for you. Got 3 extra health.
Hooray!
I know! So good!
It's so good.
Okay, we're doing some buffing. Pulled out the white shirt. Fast cast on the ninja. White shirt. Defense cast, that's going to put him up to 3 slots of evade and a temper. And Kraken just obliterates one of the black mages. And Freddy decides to take a pause. Like, did that happen? Really? Another temper comes out. Another white shirt. Ninja manages to survive a punch for 107 because those defensive casts are happening. Ninja should now be able to dodge basically everything except a critical hit. Gonna get gear forward here. And it does start swinging. 4 hits for 532. That's the kind of damage output you need. 190 from a nuke cast as well. Gonna keep nuking because it's just nuke and warp on a single. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the nuke cast comes out and takes it out. The ninja was not felled by a high roll nuke, but the white wizard was able to take care of that. But unfortunately, we are in a difficult little pickle right here. The white mage is now out of life casts, and since life was level 4?
4, yeah.
Level 4, the night casts on that black mage aren't going to do anything. And he may now be out of Cure Force as well. This is a tough spot to be in.
Oh, he's good. He's good. 2 black mages? Those things can learn Cure 4.
I don't know whether or not he did or if he has a spell charge.
Oh, no, he didn't. I had so many Cure 4s just off of my white and black mage. Oh, that's amazing.
I hope he does, because he's down to 13 heal pods now. He's moving the ninja back another round. Wait, nope, he's just playing Seashell game. Okay.
Where is my ninja? You won't be able to find him.
And here comes Tiamat.
Nope, not on the first one. Not on the second one either. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's not good. So, Fast comes out on the ninja. That's helpful. White shirt buffs up. See a defense 2. He's up to 3 slots of evade. And Tiamat takes out that black mage. And because of the fact that we have no more life casts, that black mage is not coming back. Now he has to prioritize what he's going to do with his buffing. He's going to default to nuking. Rub manages to miss, which is good, because if it had hit, that would have been really bad. And now we're going to start fighting, and we got one more nuke left. Looks like he's maybe saved it. Yeah, he's just going to fire 2 and use that Thor hammer. Another rub misses. Good lord. 219 from a katana hit, 23 from a Thor. Fire 2 comes out for another 29. Stop lands on the 2 mages, but that's okay. They're just doing chip damage. The katana-wielding ninja is the one that we care about. And he is continuing to swing and getting missed by Tiamat. That's what matters. 158 before, 186 here. Well, now we're out of temper casts. And there's a nuclear. That's not good. 3 hits for 255. 4 hits for 4.
Oh, there was no crits. Oh.
Not a single crit. Oh god. Oh god.
Rest in peace, white mage.
Yeah, and that's... He has, I note, 14 heal pots left to his name.
Okay, the good news is he's got enough.
He's got enough.
But I think he gets combat. I think he gets combat just before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but he got a free run.
Okay.
Good lord. Okay, now he's here. He has the defense sword already on the ninja, so what he desperately needs is for Chaos to do nothing for like a round or 2. Like, straight up, just a round or 2. Moving the Opal 3 down over where the ice armor was. Ice armor's better, isn't it?
What's he have?
Ice armor plus 4. He switched it out for an Opal plus 3.
Yeah, the ice armor would be probably better.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because it's like better than steel armor. Yeah, I mean, that's knowledge of the game.
Evasion-wise, Evasion-wise, the Opal Bracelet's probably better, so yeah, it probably makes sense.
I guess. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see what happens. So...
He needs turn order.
He got the
turn
defense
order.
up. Oh! Oh, no! Oh, no!
Alright, heal potion?
Oh, it's a bad day when you're down to drink strats.
Okay, now defense.
Oh!
Or not. Oh no. Living on the edge.
We know this Chaos doesn't have a lot of health, so if you can just get the hits out.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, gotta defend the last one. Just in time.
RNG
Just
loop.
get an RNG loop. Or
We'll take those Banes.
take the Bane. We'll take whatever we can get. Oh, no! No! And Grendy has forfeited, and I can't blame him. Oh, no.
Yeah,
Okay, so
I mean,
player 1 slot on this layout is the cursed slot, apparently.
that was a good attempt.
That was a damn good attempt.
He got the turn order. He got the turn order. Yeah. It's just a Chaos crit. I mean, that's the bad part is Chaos's crit on that
very first turn.
First turn.
Yeah, if he hadn't had that, then probably Grendy would have had the health to survive into that.
I mean, it would have been tight, but yeah, for sure it would have been a lot. Because as you said, Chaos really didn't have a lot of HP. It was close to vanilla because I think once I was able to punch, I think I started getting through to it. But yeah, that was a good attempt.
Yeah.
It would have helped though if he would have had Cure 4s, I think, on his black mages, because I think he would have kept up his guys a little bit better. But
and we are now joined in the room by Grendy. Hello, Grendy. GG.
Hey, thanks, GG's.
That was a really good attempt there, especially considering the fact that you didn't have like Cure 4s on your black mages. Did you know you could have Cure 4 on your black mages?
I thought about it at one point, and then I still didn't go do it, so that was on me.
Alright. But yeah, no, I mean, you got to Chaos, and actually, I think Dangwu...
hold on,
Chaos
I can't hear you. I messed up.
1,300 health?
Maybe that way.
Yeah, Chaos didn't have a ton of health. So, from what we saw from Dangwu, so, I mean, you were probably Razor's Edge being able to actually get through that fight.
It was... I wanted to get through it, but I didn't want to go back and level.
No, I get you. You were close. I mean, another dive could have worked out well, but that same dive, like second dive, could have been even worse. You don't know when you're like at that health level.
Yeah, it was. I felt like nobody had good health when I was going through the characters. The fighter looked terrible with the malices. He had like black mage health or something, and I don't like the black belt anyway, but he didn't look any good either.
Well, the one thing about the black belt is that when he had the agility and the strength, doesn't affect him. Most of the malices that affect a black belt actually don't affect him because everything's based on his level number, not his actual stats.
Oh.
Yeah. That's an important thing we learned the very first week of this evolving flag set. So what you have to pay attention to in the black belt really is just the bonuses, because most malices aren't going to affect them.
Well, I'm gonna have to learn how to play a black belt then, apparently.
I know, right? I mean, Dangwu basically sat there for 35 minutes in the Hall of Giants grinding Gershon. That was his run.
You ain't lying. The Wiz Sayags kept like messing with it because they kept casting slow, and they literally were slowing down my grind because I couldn't punch anything after that.
Wow. So
yeah, it was the black mages with the Cure 4 really helped. Like I had so many. I went the double BB white black, so even I had like 27 Cure 4s or something like that.
I wish I would have thought about that again.
Or 18. I'm sorry, 18.
Yeah.
Before I dived, I was like, the black mages had white magic. I was like, I don't think there's anything good. Knowing full well Cure 4 was level 1, but...
That happens sometimes. You can thank Thunder for that, because when this flag set was first set up, we had the distributed magic done, where it like keeps the low level spells at low levels, and he turned that off within one of his first times playing set. So that Cure 4 that should have been level 8 was at level 1 for you.
That confused the hell out of me when I checked the store, and I was like, oh, good magic. I was like, wait, this is level 8 magic all of a sudden. What's going on here?
You can blame Thunder for that one.
That threw me off, too. I hop into the Provoke, it's like level 8 magic, and I'm just like, huh.
Like, I had a great time. I had a fun time with the seed. It was It was honestly a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Just that magic threw me off, and then is the chest? I don't even know what the right word for it is. Is it just bad chests? Because I felt like there was almost nothing good in chests.
Yeah,
Just normal.
the treasure is totally randomized, so there's no guarantee of anything showing up.
It just most of the time I felt like I was getting nothing. And then I was digging and digging for that massa, and I never found it.
Yeah, well, there's no guarantee, Masa. You did find that Vorpal plus 4 and the Katanas plus 3, so...
I had like 3 of those katanas and like 4 pro rings. Like, I did find stuff. It just...
Yeah, and you did eventually find a ribbon, yes?
Yeah, I found one.
There you go.
Oh, it must have been nice having a ribbon. Must
You
have
have
been
black belts.
nice.
They're automatic ribbons.
I don't even remember where I found that. It
Uh,
had to be one of my last checks, probably like ice or something.
probably ice, I think. Yeah, it was ice or volcano, because you'd basically done everything else by that point.
Yeah, I didn't check out ordeals at all.
Didn't need to.
Like once I found that freaking tail, I knew it was time to go. And then I just
Wait, you found the canoe? Where's
No.
the canoe?
Ordeals
Oh,
is
okay.
probably at
I was like, wow, you found the canoe? All right.
If I had to guess, considering what you guys have checked, I would bet Ordeals had slab and slab led to canoe.
Yeah, but
yeah,
you
it
can't
sounds
get.
about right.
No, but you can't get to ordeals
You're
without
right.
the canoe.
Oh no,
Shit.
you're right.
I think
Then
it
we're
was
missing
maybe
something.
volcano. Did anybody check the?
I checked
No, that would be
Volcano.
it
was a
right there.
dud.
Did you check Volcano Incentive?
Yeah, Volcano was a dud.
What are we missing? Let me go look at the list. Hold on. Dun, 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 dun.
Titan Stroh was checked. Sea Shrine was checked. I did Sky Cave. Earth Cave was checked. I think.
Yeah, I think freaking Volcano was like a soft or something.
Then it must have been an NPC or something we didn't talk to. I just can't think who
Who
was
knows?
because you guys turned in the herb.
Yeah,
Wow.
because that all happened real early.
Yeah,
like-
It was somewhere.
Herb, crown, crystal. It was great.
Bottle.
Oh, we never
What?
found Crescent, so that was either Gaia or Lefane. It
Yeah,
was
you
the
could
old
have
man.
flown over to Crescent, and that could have been
Ah.
slab complete the canoe, and then that would make Ordeals a dud.
Right.
Yep.
So.
I wanted a mass. I was gonna go with the White Samurai. Had the most HP out of anybody. I was like, oh, I'll just throw the defense sword on him. We'll be good. I got a Vorpal and katanas. My thief will be okay.
There you go.
I mean, plus 20 hit percent, plus 20 vitality, plus 15 strength. Yeah.
That white mage
yeah.
was nice.
It was lined up to do it.
Yep. Just didn't have the weapon for it, unfortunately.
I
Alright,
was
well-
kind of sad. I was kind of sad at the start. I was like, okay, we're gonna get chain armor off the start. I'm gonna be able to put down my black belts, and they're gonna be awesome. Never found a chain armor the entire time.
Yeah, red mage armor doesn't help if you can't find any.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, I just want everybody to know this. I went through with a copper bracelet and a pro ring on my white mage. Nobody else had any other armor. That's all I had.
Oh man, I found 2 opals right next to each other.
Alright,
Armor?
guys.
What's armor? I don't even know what those are.
So let's start like getting towards wrapping this up because it is past midnight. I'm gonna go with Grendy first. Final thoughts for us tonight.
It was fun. All I've really done since I started playing again was the pods, which I've actually really enjoyed those too. But this was fun to do something different.
Glad to hear. This is a fun and interesting flag set, and I'm happy people are getting into it at this point. Dang Woo. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts. I have decided to help out the fellow fighters, knights, ninjas, and stuff like that. I would like to up the elemental type damage bonus to let's see. Let's do 35.
Okay, let me go look. Hold on. That is under scale, is it?
Bug fixes and rebalancing.
Bug fixes and rebalancing. Thank you. Elemental weapons. You're buffing it to 35.
Yeah, we'll give them a little bit of buff there. If you happen to find an Excalibur, now you're really talking. An Ice Sword becomes even better.
Yeah, there we go. That is an interesting one. I like that. Okay. And then
It's
anything else from you for the flags and so forth, since you are our winner, and congratulations on your first weekly win.
I did it! I'm here. Okay. Y'all should join. It's fun. No, but seriously, spring tournament. Make sure to do that. Darkman, thank you for doing the pirate broadcasting.
You're quite welcome.
It was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get the Canuck in here because apparently he probably passed out.
Yeah, he showed up 10 minutes in and hung out for about 20 minutes and then just got really tired because, he's on, Atlantic time over in Nova Scotia, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, he did show up. Okay,
he's a
cool.
way East Coaster, so it was already, past midnight by the time he, got out.
That's good, though. Yeah, thanks for doing it. It was a lot of fun doing this, and hopefully... I don't think I'll be able to do it next week, unfortunately, because of my work schedule. But
no, man,
the following week I might be able to.
Not even going to be able to try and go for 2 and change 2 flags.
I know. Unfortunately, I work too early. It
that
sucks.
happens. That happens.
But
all right.
That's the reason why we have multiple weeklies.
Exactly. That's fun. All right. Well, I want to thank everyone for coming out and watching this fun pirate cast.
So I came in second. Joshua in third. Goats Pirate in fourth.
Oh yeah.
Thundercloud and Grindy. Thanks for all coming in and hanging out.
Yeah. So yeah, I want to thank everyone for coming out and watching this pirate broadcast of the Final Fantasy Randomizer weekly evolving cast. If you like what you saw and you want to join us, you can go to FinalFantasyRandomizer.com. Check out all of the randomizer right there, especially if you're coming to us from YouTube and see this video later on. You can check out the randomizer there on FinalFantasyRandomizer.com, as well as find links to the Discord and the development Discord. Come be a part of the community. Check out everything we've got going on. Spring tournament will be starting up in just about a month at this point. You still got time to come in and sign up to be a part of it. Already got 61 players signed up. We're looking to try and get to 100. Don't know if we're going to make that, but we're hopeful, and we hope to see you there as well for it. Meanwhile, if you're interested in coming a part of this, and you haven't played Final Fantasy Randomizer before, coming to us from YouTube or somewhere else that you find this video, you can always go to Final Fantasy Randomizer and check out everything we do. We got a Duckling program. That's what we call our new players, and after spring tournament, we will be starting up our Duckling Bootcamp and then followed up by our Duckling Tournament. Really support our new players and hope you'll come out and be a part of that. From everyone here in the booth, myself, Darkmoon, as well as big winner this week, Dangwoo, and Grendy as well. We want to thank you for being out here. Thank you for watching Final Fantasy Randomizer, and hopefully we will see you all next time.